Now in this video, we're going to find the derivative of sin squared x divided by 1 plus cosine squared x. Good. Okay, I'm not just going to start by using the quotient rule. Rather, I'm going to have to rewrite the function, okay, to make it a little bit easier for us to differentiate. Good. So I'm going to start with the function sin squared x. Well, it is the same thing as 1 minus cosine squared x, okay, just from basic trigonometric identities. So we have that sin squared x, okay. Let me just write down the function, then divided by 1 plus cosine of x. So the numerator there is the same thing as 1 minus cosine squared x. So this means that sin squared x is going to be 1 minus cosine squared x. Great. Then this is 1 plus cosine x. Now, in the numerator, we have a difference of 2 squares, okay? You notice that 1 is the same thing as 1 square. So if we square 1 and then subtract the square of cosine from that, we have a difference of 2 squares. Difference of 2 squares, okay? And when we have a difference of 2 squares, we can get the factors very easily by just rewriting it in this way. Now, the first thing is we're going to rewrite it as the first factor will be 1, okay? Then we put the minus, and then we put down the cosine without the square, okay? Cosine x. And then we multiply that with, the next thing is just to rewrite the same thing, but in this case, you will change the negative sign to a positive sign. So that will now become 1 plus cosine of x. Good. And then we divide it by 1 plus cosine x. Good. Okay. So here we observe that this and this are going to cancel out, okay? They're going to cancel out nicely, and we have 1 minus cosine x to differentiate. So the function now reduces to 1 minus cosine of x. So all we now have to do is to take the derivative. So this is the same thing as saying the derivative with respect to x of 1 minus cosine of x, okay? So I put this down as 1 minus the cosine of x. So we're going to differentiate that difference, and we're going to have, well, the derivative with respect to x of 1. Since 1 is just a constant, the derivative they will just give us 0. Then we take it minus, well, the derivative of cosine of an angle is negative sine of that angle, okay? So this is going to become negative sine x. That is from the derivative of the cosine is negative sine, and then this negative here is still here, right? Then the derivative of 1 is just going to be 0. Good. Okay, so lastly, we enter with the negative of negative sine will just give us sine, okay? So this is sine x, and sine x here is the derivative of that big function. Good. So you just notice, just to rewrite it, and then you apply you differentiate it. All right, thanks for watching. Please subscribe to my channel.